Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honors, and glories unto Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Hashem HaKadosh. Double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone. They're doing you well. Peace, blessings, and salutations be unto the elect, the afflicted, the 132. I say Shalom. This is Brother Dawadah from the GMS Detroit camp, coming at you with another video through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Hashem HaKadosh. Today I want to do a video entitled, "They're both fighting over land that belongs to neither of them." Lord, will this video be edifying. Now, just yesterday, during the second camp of GMS Detroit, there was some Palestinians that came up to us, trying to listen to the word, but really, they all know what we're about, right? But nevertheless, they come up, and they speak, obviously, with the tensions going on in the Middle East, that's one of the main things that they want to talk about, so, it's myself and the older brother Shakam, dealing with these two demons, and pretty much, they want to know, our stance on, what's going on over there, who should be in the land, this and the third. Shakam gave him the straight skinny. It don't belong to neither of them. It's our land, and it was promised unto us, all right, by Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, right? And those rats that are over there within that land, and any other heathen that are present there within that land, all right? And any jakes that are in that land that are not part of the elect, they're going to get burned up, all right, by way of fire, pursuant to Ezekiel, the 38th chapter. And guess what? All these heathen nations, beginning with the so-called white man, but also including, all right, the Arabs, and of course the chief house of the so-called white man, which are the small hats, they were all going to go into captivity. Every heathen nation will go into captivity underneath the nation of Israel. And this is not our words. This is what the Heavenly Father said through his son Yahushua, all right, by way of his servants, the prophets, flat out. All right? They're both fighting over something that doesn't belong to them. It says the Israeli-Palestinian conflict dates back to the end of the 19th century. In 1947, the UN adopted Resolution 181, known as the Partition Plan, which sought to divide the British Mandate of Palestine into Arab and small hat states. On May 14th, 1948, so we call these demons 48ers, the state of Israel was created. The scriptures does not speak about a state of Israel. It speaks about the land of Israel, which is ruled by whom? The nation of Israel, beginning with Yahushua. We don't refer to us, we're not Israeli, we're Israelites, flat out. Sparking the first Arab-Israeli war. The war ended in 1949 with Israel's victory, but 750,000 Palestinians were displaced, and the territory was divided into three parts: the state of Israel, the West Bank of the Jordan River, and the Gaza Strip. Okay? Over the following years, tensions rose in the region, particularly between Israel and Egypt, Jordan and Syria. Okay? So here it is, you got these groups, these different nations fighting over land that belongs to neither of them, all right? Fighting tooth and nail, all right, over something that belongs to neither of them, okay? Now, what do you want to have down? Okay? Which, this is a good article to read, in your spare time, so you can get the background as to, why these the Arabs and the, Palestinians, why there's so much tension over there within that land. Which ultimately these nations are fighting over, once again, something that doesn't belong to them. Okay? Check this out. Was Palestine promised to the Arabs? No, the Most High did not promise our land, the land of Israel, Jerusalem, Palestine, to the Arabs. Neither did he promise it to the small hats. Okay? But he promised it to the nation of Israel. All right? The Quran is a bullshit book. All right? The only book that we need is the Bible. All right? You can't make this book up with any other book. You ain't going to find prophecies written of within the Quran. All right? Flat out. It says, it's from Vox.com. What are Israel and Palestine? Why are they fighting? This puts it in the most plain way possible. Israeli small hats and Palestinian Arabs both want the same land. What land is that? Jerusalem. All right? Israel is the world's only Jewish state. The scriptures don't speak about a Jewish state. Located just east of the Mediterranean Sea. All right? Palestinians, the Arab population that hails from the land of Israel, which they're not Israelites. Just because someone dwells within that land does not make them Israelites. No, Israel is to be an Israelite, you have to be Israelite by descent, nationality, bloodline. Your lineage has to go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, flat out. The small hat's lineage goes from Abraham onto Isaac and then onto Esau. And then as far as the Arabs, all right, their lineage goes from Abraham, and then you got Ishmael. That's it. You know? Which the word Arab in the Hebrew is Arab, which means mixed. Okay? Which when you speak to a lot of these Arabs, they'll even tell you their line goes back to Ishmael. You know? So it says the Arab population that hails from the land of Israel now controls, all right, or Palestinians, the Arab population that hails from the land Israel now controls, refer to the territory as Palestine and want to establish a state by that name on all or part of the same land. The Israeli-Palestinian conflict is over who gets what land, and how it is controlled. See, so they're fighting over our land, just so you can get the understanding, all right? Which it doesn't belong to neither of them. Ezekiel 36:1. Also, thou son of man, prophesy unto the mountains of Israel, and say, Ye mountains of Israel, hear the word of Yahweh Baal Shem Yahushai. Thus saith Yahweh Baal Shem Yahushai power, because the enemy hath set against you. The enemy hath set against you, even the ancient high places are ours in possession. Just read the Balfour Declaration. That's an example of what I was going to tell you later on. With the joy of their heart, they appointed on land within their possession. An example of that is that Balfour Declaration. Verse 5. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh Baal Shem Yahushai power, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen, and against all Idume. Idume is the Greek way of saying Edom. The small hats are the chief house of the so-called white man. And guess what? Their line goes back to Edom. Right? They're Edomites. All right? Which have appointed my land into their possession with the joy of all their heart. Yeah. Just read the Balfour Declaration. With despiteful minds to cast it out for a prey. And guess what the Heavenly Father is going to do unto that land? He's going to cleanse it by way of fire. Ezekiel 38 and verse 19. For in my jealousy and the fire of my wrath have I spoken. Surely in that day there shall be a great shaking in the land of Israel. Due to what? The nukes, the fire from the nukes. So that the fishes of the sea and the fowls of the heaven and the beasts of the field and all creeping things that creep upon the earth and all the men that are upon the face of the earth shall shake at my presence. That's the thermonuclear destruction. 2 Peter 3 and 10. And the mountains shall be thrown down, and the steep places shall fall, and every wall shall fall to the ground. Why? Because of the fire. Right? And I will call for a sword against him throughout all my mountains, saith Yahweh Baal Shem Yahushai power. Every man's sword shall be against his brother. And I will plead against him with pestilence and with blood. And I will rain upon him and upon his bands and upon the people that are with him an overflowing rain and great hailstones, fire and brimstone. So you can understand. Fire from those missiles. He's going to use that to cleanse that land. And when those nukes go off, it's going to cause the ground to shake. All right? Then, when that takes place, all right, when that prophecy, all right, takes place, then that land, right, will finally be cleansed. All right. Go from there to Isaiah 35:1. The wilderness and the solitary place. Right now, the land is a wilderness and is a solitary place. But guess what? The wilderness of the solitary place shall be glad for them. For whom? The Israelites, beginning with the elect. And the desert, that land is a desert right now. All right? That's why they have to bring in, trees and greenery into that land, which they call the kibbutz. But guess what? When the real Israelites are placed within that land, we're not gonna need that. That land is gonna flourish. All right? It's gonna be blessed. Right now, that land is cursed. Hence why, they have to bring in a kibbutz. And the desert shall rejoice and blossom as the rose. Exactly. It's going to be beautiful. It shall blossom abundantly and rejoice, even with joy and singing. The glory of Lebanon, that's the trees. Lebanon was known for its trees. And the excellency of Carmel and Sharon, they shall see the glory of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, the excellency of our power. He is going to be cleansed and cleaned up when the nation of Israel is returned back to their land. So both parties are fighting over land that doesn't belong to them. The Heavenly Father, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, is going to burn them out and put the rightful inhabitants of that land there, which are the Negroes, Latin, Native Americans, and the Israelite foreigners. All praise, honors, and glories be to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Double honors to my apostles and elders. Peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom.